Watch this video, and then we're talking.
It's you It's Nair. That clearly says Nair and it has legs on it.
You what you call it though? What?
This is for legs.
What?
This is for legs.
That's the olive oil that mommy wanted me to put in your hair.
He put this in my hair. You put it in your hair.
This is, you said put the olive oil.
Corey, where does that say olive oil at? That says Nair. How long? When did you put this in your hair? Right now. Corey, bro. It's on your phone. Corey, come here. Where does this say anything about olive oil? Where? Corey.
Oh my God.
That's why I never trust you, Daddy. That's why I never trust.
People need to stop having kids for content. People need to stop putting their kids on the internet. Neither of those two people should be parents. And they're a set of millions at this point. Hi, my name is Shayna. I am child-free. I am also a journalist. I talk a lot about decentering men, along with many other things. So if any of that sounds interesting, please like, share, subscribe. Always appreciate a super thanks. No pressure if you can't, but it's always appreciated. And really quick plug, I am working on an article for Essence right now. So if you know any Black women travel content creators that are honest about their experiences abroad, especially if they like extra points if they live abroad, right? I want to talk about, I'm writing an article for Essence about racism abroad as a travel journalist. This will also include like tips for Black women that who have not experienced this before, but want to know what to do if things go awry. So that is the plug. Please type the content creators that you would like to be featured in this below so that way I can schedule an interview. But now we are diving back into this very real, very prominent issue. Yes, at first glance, it's like, oh, boo dad, boo dad. Clearly, so there's several hints within this video that this is the parents being videos, not just dad. One is that dad said, oh yeah, this is the olive oil that mom wanted in your hair. Everybody knows what olive oil looks like. Everybody knows what olive oil products look like. Everybody also knows that Nair doesn't sud. Nair is not shampoo. It will never sud. It will never create in the hair what was happening, that wash experience that little girl is having. They probably put shampoo in the Nair and then just cut off a little piece of her hair. And they clearly set up that camera so that way they could traumatize that little girl into having a reaction that would help them to go viral and feed into the, oh, all men are terrible fathers thing that's like very easy to like ride that wave into virality online, right? What they either didn't think about or didn't care about is that little girl is a child that no longer trusts dad. And once she realizes what is going on, will not trust mom, and much further down the line will learn to not trust her reality. Kids don't know what is or is not real. They are figuring that out throughout their childhood. Is the thing that goes bump in the night, is that actually a monster? Or is that just my baseball bat? Are the scary stories that grandpa tells me, are they real or are they just stories? Is he just trying to get a rise out of me? Is what is happening to me, is a traumatic experience actually a traumatic experience? Or is there a camera hidden somewhere? The Truman Show is the lived experience for children of all ages now. For those of you who don't know, this is clips or like images, whatever, of the Truman Show starring Jim Carrey, which is basically about this guy who was recorded his entire life, was the premise of this show that he didn't know was a show. He just thought that it was his day-to-day life. But everybody from his wife to the male people to the people that he was getting ready to like meet or experience, or like every aspect of what he thought was reality was just content. And then at the end of the show, he leaves into a reality that he didn't even know could exist. A reality where everything for him was not pre-planned, where his reactions were not televised. He left to live. And this is the experience of many a Gen Z and almost every a Gen Alpha. What is real? Who are my parents, or are they my producers? Does this person actually love me, or are they using me for content? If I share my actual reaction, will this blow up, and then will I go viral because of a real moment that I'm having? Can I trust my emotions with you, with me? What if I can't experience my emotions in real time without there being a camera present? Who am I if I am not recorded? The basis of reality for these kids does not exist. And all of these people should be child free. Oh my God, none of these people should be parents. My God. And it all just gets so much worse and so much deeper. There's this podcast that I haven't listened to them in a while, but I did really enjoy them for a really long time. They're called Bingetopia, and they have an episode called Honey, I Monetized the Kids. And it talks about the history of child monetization in the world and how it started with Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And I also saw this amazing video. I might do a follow-up on it if you guys are interested in it, about how that stunt that was done with Northwest in the Broadway version of The Lion King, how that is probably going to be used. And all the vitriol that North has received, well, that she does not know about, because they have armies of people wiping their social media for the kids so that way they can get to live in this beautiful bubble, right? But all of that vitriol that that was directed at North is probably going to come out in the revamp of the Keeping Up with the Kardashians, whatever that's going to be coming out, right? What does all of this have to do with anything? I don't know what society is going to look like when an entire generation grows up and does not know what is real. Does not know if the person crying in front of them because they got punched is actually in pain, or if there's content to be filmed. I don't know what kind of society can be built off of the backs of generations consistently distrust not just their parents, but at that point their parents are parents are always going to be like a version of an authority figure, but like when your world is your home and your parents are your parents, and the people that are supposed to teach you about the world, they're authority figures. If you can't trust, like, what does that mean for if they get a job? What does that mean for in school? What does that mean for the way that I keep saying, most people should not have children. Most people should not have children. And every day I get more and more evidence. There are ways to be mommy vloggers without having your kid in the content. There are ways to be parenting or family vlogs without having your kids in the content. Get creative. Because society literally depends on it. If you want to like have your kids, and then like have them have some sense of reality. Because the kids can be all right, but a lot of them aren't. Share your thoughts in the comment section, like, share, subscribe, all that great stuff. Okay, bye bye. I'm so concerned.